Where'd it go? Where'd my chat go? There it is. And let's actually show the game. There we go. All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the TSL4 qualifiers for the Korean server. This is best of 3 in between spawning top right-hand location. Loser player Symbol. His opponent on the bottom left. It's going to be the red Protoss player Inca. We're tied 1-1. Pretty entertaining series thus far. Game 1 was about 30 minutes. Game 2 about 25 minutes. What's going to happen in Game 3? Gonna have to wait and find out. I think Symbol should move on. He seems like the stronger player overall. You know, based on his recent history, very, very strong player. Some are calling him one of the best Zerg players in the world. Has had some very strong results lately. Of course, Team TSL, very strong team. We're going to see a Forge Fast Expand. Actually, yeah, Forge Fast Expand opening here. Adding on a gateway is Inca. Cybercore soon after, probably right there. Leaving a space for Zealot. Continuing the Chrono Boost on his probes. Adding on 2 gas in his main base. 3 hatch opening from Symbol. Very standard indeed. No gas just yet. We'll probably see that fairly soon. About right now. Right now? Right now. Right now. 2 gases right now. 2 gases right now. 2 gases right now. Right now. There's one. Okay. Putting one in his natural too. So really delaying that gas again. Sticking on 3 hatch for a while. 2 gases being added on to the national expansion for Inca. Adding on the +1 weapons. 3 gates on the way as well. Stalker trying to do some damage as well. It's a pylon getting to the main base. And that's going to be spotted and picked apart there by Symbol. We're doing this a little bit faster, a little bit slower. A little bit faster, a little bit slower at periodical times because we have a lot of replays to get through. So we're going to go a faster pace today. And faster pace is more fun, I think. You see more games and you don't miss a lot. I promise you won't miss much. I'm fairly good at understanding when it should be sped up, when it should be slowed down. Layer on the way here for Symbol. Fairly fast. Does he have a Roach Warren even? Okay, he does have a Roach Warren. Is any Evo Chambers? I don't see any Evo Chambers on the field. Interesting. Very fast layer. You know, usually you're layered to time with like a +2 attack, but this implies that he definitely... Oh my god, is a Zealot getting into the main base. What a ninja. Is he going to kill a drone too? Oh, he killed a drone. A second one? Oh, he killed the second drone. What a hero Zealot. Sees the layer. Another hatch being added on here. And what does this imply? Flat said $200 for an overlay. Dude, you don't want to pay me $200 for an overlay. You do not want to pay me $200 for an overlay. You don't want to do that. But 8 roaches on the way here for Symbol. We have a third on the way for Inca. Very fast third. We have 4 sentries at the third as well. 4 sentries in the main base. Getting some observers on the field as well. A little bit risky considering when you're taking a fast third, you kind of need to focus on your meteor units, your powerful units like your immortals and whatnot. But as of right now, it looks like he's saving up a few minerals so he can actually build that. So getting some observers out in the meantime. Also wants to try to start walling off this third with some gateways. Symbol advanced to the bottom right-hand side of the map to take his 4th hatchery fairly soon. And is that drop? Ooh, he's getting drop. Okay. Very interesting. And getting Overlord speed. Getting Roach speed as well. So that's the reason for the faster layer, so we can get that right away. 2 Overseers on the way as well. One has to be at the natural at the third. Where are the 2 Overseers? I don't know where they are. I can't find them. Oh well. Only matter of time before Symbol spots out this pond in the middle of the map. Has he scouted the 3rd base? That's what I want to see. Yes, he does know that the 3rd base is there. And he does have Roach drop. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So we have Hallucinated Phoenixes scouting on absolutely everywhere. And where are the Overlords? We're going to see Roach drops fairly soon here, I would imagine. But we need Overlords to do that. Symbol going to try to apply some pressure to the 3rd base of Inca. Force field's going down, so that won't do much. Symbol trying to find a place to engage in the Overlords. Where are they? These Roaches are like, where are my Overlords? Here they come. Here they come. Be picked up, and Inca, where is his army? It's at his natural expansion. This could actually do a lot of damage. Roaches being dropped absolutely everywhere in the main base again. Symbol going for those cost-efficient trades, and he's going to get it. If he takes out this main and some key tech structures, he's going to be putting himself well ahead in this game. Does end up taking down the Nexus, but Inca returning back to try to do some damage, trying to force field and keep those Roaches away, but he's just going to lift and run off. The Roaches left behind to do as much damage as they can. And they're finally going to get cleaned up, but I feel like they paid for themselves for sure. Resources lost 24 to 2175, but you got to consider this Nexus is gone. That means no gases, no minerals being mined at this base. Pretty sure a gateway was taken out too. I have to double check on that. Keep in mind, behind this symbol has a 4th base. That was just a pressure. That wasn't an all-in by any means. It has a 5th base as well, teching up 2 infestors. 6 infestors on the way. Neural Parasite on the way. Baneling Nest on the way. 2 upgrades on the way. Ultralisk Cavern on the way. Incredibly fast hive here from Symbol. But is this too much teching in too short a time? Symbol or Inca looks like he wants to go for a counterattack. Ling streaming on in here to try to do some damage. Backing away immediately though. 70 more Lings in production here for Symbol. He's going to have about 131 Lings total. This hatch is going to be taken out. Oh my god, it looks like Symbol's might go for counterattack? Is that what's happening here? Yes, counterattack happening from Symbol, but there are stalkers nudged into this pathway, so I don't know how much damage that's actually going to do. Symbol scrambling, trying to make as many spine crawlers as you can at his natural expansion, but Inca's not going to wait for that to complete. Charging into the natural expansion, taking down spine crawler after spine crawler. Taking down another hatchery, no cancel on that. And Symbol, you need units on the field, man. Oh boy. Loading up Banelings into those Overlords. Infestors underneath. He can fungal the units from his opponent and then drop the Banelings on top of them, raining death from above. And here he goes. Symbol going to engage here. Streaming forward with the Lings. Banelings going to be raining over the top. Inca trying to blink away, but goodbye, sentries. It was nice knowing you. Except one. Okay, they're all dead. Wow, excuse me. Oh god, okay, we're good. We're fine. Inca still doing so much damage to opponent's main base. Symbol 144, supply Inca 142. 2 ultras, 22 Lings on the way. Spawning pool being remade for Symbol. Drones are all gonna die, probably. We'll see though. Symbol gonna try to return to save this. Lings and roaches coming forward. Neural Parasite on the Immortal as well. Immortals are good against Stalkers. So, Symbol gonna clean this up, saving the majority of his drones. That's probably the most important part of this altercation. Up ahead, 125 to 106, killing all the expensive units of his opponent, but Inca gonna go for a counterattack at the bottom right-hand side of the map. Symbol running away immediately. That hatchery gonna be taken down, but again, keeping those drones alive is the most important thing. Inca probably gonna snipe and go. Symbol gonna try to flank, though, with the Lings, I would imagine. My wrist is actually getting tired from moving my mouse. But does get the surround off on the sentries and the stalkers. Force fields go down. But that's not going to be enough. And Inca going to lose his entire army. Symbol all of a sudden finding himself ahead of 128 to 70 supply. And now Symbol's going to tech up a little bit before going for an attack. Inca adding on Storm, adding on a few Archons and an Immortal. Recognizes that his opponent's unit composition is Ultralisk. I'm sure he saw that, which is why he's going for the Immortals. Baneling's being mixed into this composition from Symbol. Storm is almost done. But this is a very difficult spot for Inca to be when. Symbol looking for that attack. Storm is complete. Storms are available for the Protoss player. The Storms are going to go down. Yes, they are. Very nice Storms, melting away a lot of those Banelings. In fact, so cost efficient with those Storms, but is it going to be enough? Still more Infestors and Ultras and Lings streaming as well. Some changes. There's the Neural Parasite from Symbol onto these Immortals, and that is going to melt away the armored units from his opponent. The Infestors being targeted down, though. And Symbol down to 109 supply. Not going to be cost efficient enough there, and Inca going to hold for now. Only 3 Immortals, 2 Archons, and a few Zealots remaining, though, for Inca. Symbol going for an attack again, this time with lots of Lings. Took out something there for free. Looks like it was an Immortal. There are High Templars in this composition. Do they have enough for Storm? Yes, they do. Oh, not quite yet. They're very close. Now they have enough time for Storm. War Prism harassment going on in the main base of Symbol. Archon Marco going to be happening there. Did he... Was that 4 High Templars inside that War Prism and then he morphed them into Archons? That's the only thing I can probably think of. 39 to 20 on the workers killed count. Symbol deciding he wants to engage it, but then changing his mind. And Inca should be lifting off something. Okay, lifted off the Archon. Is going to save 2 Zealots. Not at this point in time. The Hive getting dangerously low in health. Baneling's finally streaming in here, and the Transfuse is going down onto the Hive. So, Symbol going to hold that up, but Inca at 116 supply has pretty meaty composition here. 4 Ultras, or 4 4 Immortals. We have plenty of High Templar and Zealots as well. So, relatively even supplies. But Symbol has those Ultralists. They're about to finish their Chitinous Plating. I don't know how to say it. +3 melee attack. Lings and Banelings biding their time in the main base. Gonna leave the Lings there just to defend against any potential Warp Prism shenaniganry. Inca getting his 4th base on the ground up and running. Adding on so many stocks to that composition. What a close game do we have in our hands. What a close series as well. Inca ahead in supply. 148 to 128 supply. But Symbol has some of the most cost-efficient units in the game. In those Banelings. Oh, nice storms. In those Banelings and in those Infestors. Warp Prism going to still try to do some harassment here, but the Zerglings await underneath, going to attack those Zealots right away. At the same time, Inca proceeding into the 4th base of Symbol. Where's Symbol's army? He's just going to abandon it. Once again, these drones, not long for this world, need to burrow immediately, but burrow is not researched. Oh my god, Symbol, Inca, I should say, not going to press his advantage, not going to kill those drones. Is that a mistake? Symbol going to the left-hand side of the map, taking control of that Watchtower, trying to see what's going on, sees the 2 Archons. And Symbol, this is looking so tough for him. I think I like Inca in this game. Again, 163 to 135 is that supply count. His composition is kind of ridiculous. We have 7 Immortals. Oh my god. A lot of Stalkers, a lot of Zealots, 2 Archons, plenty of High Templars for those Storms. Ling's going to have no fun if they try to engage that. And Ultras are being produced by Symbol. And that's already, all that supply, completely worthless, right? Because Immortals will melt those, especially +3 Immortals. They will absolutely melt the Ultras. But here we go, Symbol coming forward with those Overlords. Blinking away is Inca and is to split up those units. A Storm going down. Feedback's going down onto the Queens as well. The Banelings trying to rain death from above, but it's not going to be enough. Now the Lings and Ultras coming in here, but I think Inca has too much. I think Inca is going to win this series. Maybe. Hold on. Hold on. There's the GG. So, Symbol throwing in the towel, and Inca with the 122 to 100 supply lead at the end of that game. Gonna take it and going to take the series. So Inca will be advancing on to the round of 64. And who would have thunk Symbol out in the round of 128. And now we have another voting time, guys. Once again, thank you for watching. Voting time. Today